From this video, we are going to see next chapter from electrophysics, which is on AC circuit. AC circuit means which circuit? A circuit in which the current flowing is alternating. A circuit in which current flowing is alternating is called AC circuit. What is the meaning of alternating current? The current that flows in the circuit changes its direction periodically. The current does not flow in the circuit in one particular direction. For certain time interval, it flows in one direction. For next certain time interval, it flows in opposite direction. The current changes its direction periodically. The circuit in which such a current flow is called AC circuit. Generally, the equipments that we use in our everyday life, like fan, refrigerator, then press, electric press, coil, heating coil. To run this equipment, there is a need of alternating current. While some devices like computer, television, they need direct current. They need direct current. We always connect computer to our plug, which is connected to some AC source. Computer need direct current. Also, we connect television to AC plug. Television need direct current. How these equipments they get direct current? There is the one arrangement inside that instrument. With the help of that arrangement, the AC current is converted into DC current. To run that equipment, the AC current is converted into DC current. This process is called rectifier also. Some instruments need AC current, some instruments need DC current. In this chapter, we are going to see in detail about AC circuit. A circuit in which alternating current flows. A circuit in which alternating EMF is applied. The first point from this chapter is on AC generator. What is AC generator? We have already studied about this in last chapter, that is in electromagnetic induction. The generator which generates alternating EMF is called AC generator. We have studied its construction. Also, we have studied its working. Construction, in short, I am repeating here. There is one coil taken in uniform magnetic field, and this coil is rotated with the help of some external torque. When coil rotates in that magnetic field, the flux passing through the coil changes with respect to time. The flux passing through that coil changes with respect to time. Hence, in that coil, EMF is induced according to Faraday's laws of electromagnetic induction. This EMF, which is induced in a rotating coil, we have seen that it comes equal to E0 sine of omega t. E0 sine of omega t, where E0, it is always n into A into B into omega. N means number of turns present in that coin. A means area of that coin. B is the magnetic field in which coil is rotating. And this omega, it is the angular speed of that rotating coil. The EMF that is induced in the coil is given by E equal to E0 sine omega t. We have already obtained this expression in previous chapter, that is in electromagnetic induction. With the help of Faraday's law, E equal to minus d phi by dt, take phi, b n into b into a into cos of omega t, and solve it, you will get same equation here. This E0, which is written for n into a into b into omega, it is called peak value of that EMF. Peak means maximum. This E0 is called peak value of EMF. If we see the variation of this EMF against this omega t, if we see the variation of this EMF against omega t, which is angle, this variation comes similar to that of sine curve. This variation comes similar to that of sine curve. We observe that this EMF induced in a coil, this EMF induced in a coil, it varies periodically. It varies periodically between plus E0 minus E0. Between plus E0 minus E0. When coil completes half rotation, the variation of EMF induced in the coil is like this. Up to this angle we have taken equal to pi radian. Omega t we have taken equal to pi radian. Means coil completed its half rotation. For this half rotation, see that EMF is showing positive value. For next half rotation of the coil, means from angle pi to 2 pi, see that the EMF induced in the coil is negative. EMF is showing negative values for next half rotation. This is the variation of EMF for one complete rotation of the coil. For half rotation, EMF shows positive value. For next half rotation, EMF shows negative values. Again, same process is repeated here. Next, for positive half cycle, for next half cycle, EMF show positive value. For next half cycle, EMF show negative value. This type of variation is observed. This type of variation of EMF is observed in that coil. Such a variation of EMF is called sinusoidal variation. Which variation is called sinusoidal variation? When any quantity, it varies periodically. It varies periodically between two values, positive maximum value, negative maximum value. That type of variation is sinusoidal variation. This is called sinusoidal variation. When we apply such an EMF to any circuit, that circuit becomes AC circuit. Because the EMF that we have applied is alternating. For certain time interval, it is taking positive value. For next certain time interval, it is taking negative value. Of course, the current that we get in that circuit from this alternating EMF will be alternating current. The current that we get from such an EMF will be alternating current. In general, from this EMF, which is E0 sine of omega t, the current that we get is written by this equation, is shown by this equation, I equal to R0 sine of omega t plus alpha. Generally, the current that we get from this alternating EMF is shown mathematically with the help of this equation. I equal to R0 sine of omega t plus alpha. This alpha indicates the phase difference between current and EMF. This alpha indicates phase difference between EMF and current. If the variation between current and EMF is same, variation between current and EMF is same means when EMF is 0, current is also 0. When EMF shows its positive maximum value, current is also showing its positive maximum value. When EMF becomes again 0, current again becomes 0. When EMF is showing its negative maximum value, current also shows its negative maximum value. This variation is similar. This variation of current is similar to that of EMF. Here say that the current and EMF are in one phase. Here say that the current and EMF are in one phase. And if both are in same phase, alpha comes equal to 0. Alpha is called phase difference between EMF and current. This is general equation for current. We don't know whether current is in same phase with EMF or there is some phase difference. If EMF is showing 0 value and at the same instant current is showing its positive maximum value, at same instant current is showing its positive maximum value, then here the phase difference between current and EMF comes equal to pi by 2 radian. Alpha you get equal to pi by 2 radian. Current is showing its positive maximum value at same instant when EMF show its 0 value. The EMF and current are not in phase. There is a phase difference. Alpha in this case you will get equal to pi by 2 radian. In general, we can write equation for alternating current I equal to I0 sine of omega t plus alpha. I0 is maximum value of maximum value of current. I0 is maximum value of current means peak value of current. Why it is called peak value of current? The maximum value of sine function is always 1. Maximum value of sine function is always 1. Therefore, maximum value of current, alternating current, which is called peak value of alternating current, you will get equal to I0. Here we are saying peak value of alternating EMF is equal to E0. This E0 we have written for N into A into B into omega. This we already studied in last chapter, that is electromagnetic induction, AC generator. Now, in this chapter, first we are going to see what is the average value of alternating EMF or alternating current, which is also called mean value. Average value or mean value, one and the same thing. Then after that, We will see what is meant by root mean square value of alternating EMF or alternating current. Root means square value of alternating EMF or alternating current. After root mean square value, we are going to see what is meant by phasor and phasor diagram. Phasor means what and phasor diagram means what. First, I will explain here what is meant by mean value of alternating EMF or alternating current. Mean value or average value. Mean value or average value. Mean value or average value of alternating EMF or alternating current. Alternating EMF or alternating current. See what is meant by average value or mean value. We have studied that for one complete rotation of a coil in magnetic field, the variation of EMF induced in a coil is as shown in this graph. The variation of EMF induced in the coil is as shown in the graph. This is for one complete rotation of a coil in magnetic field. For half rotation EMF shows positive value. For next half rotation EMF shows negative value. Same type of variation you will observe in a current also for one complete rotation of a coil. Here, if we decide to calculate average value of EMF induced in that coil during one rotation, the average value you will get equal to 0. Why we get average value 0? Because while taking average, we take the sum of all these values of EMF shown by that coil during one rotation. While taking the sum, these values will get cancelled. जेवढ्या पॉझिटिव्ह व्हॅल्यूज आहेत तेवढ्याच निगेटिव्ह व्हॅल्यूज आहेत. त्याच्यामुळे त्या व्हॅल्यूज कॅन्सल होईल आणि ॲव्हरेज 0 भेटेल. Average is coming 0. It does not mean that the EMF is not induced in that coil. The EMF is induced in that coil, though we get average equal to 0. To avoid this difficulty, the average value of alternating EMF or alternating current is only defined for half cycle. Because for half cycle, we get either positive values or negative values. You can calculate average value for half cycle. The average value of alternating EMF or alternating current is the average value of EMF shown in half cycle of the coil, in half rotation of the coil. How much this value comes? How much this value comes means average value comes for half rotation of the coil. To calculate this average value of alternating EMF, which is defined for half rotation, for half cycle, average value of EMF, which is defined for half rotation, for half cycle, Take the integration of the values of EMF for half rotation and divide this by the total angle described by that coil during half rotation. Means solve this integration. This integration will give you average value of alternating EMF. Write the value of E for any instant. You know the value of E for any instant. It is E0 sine of theta upon integration 0 to pi d theta. Solve this integration. This E0 take out of integration. This E0 take out of integration. Integration of sine theta is minus cos theta. Limits are here 0 to pi. Integration of d theta is theta. Limits are 0 to pi. You know how to solve this definite integration. First we write integration and then after that we do upper limit minus lower limit. When we do here upper limit minus lower limit, we get in bracket 1 plus 1, which is 2. Doing upper limit minus lower limit, we get in bracket 1 plus 1. And in denominator, we get only pi. Pi minus 0 means pi. This comes equal to twice E0 upon pi. This comes equal to how much? Twice E0 upon pi. Means we say that here the average value of alternating EMF, which is defined only for half cycle, it comes twice E0 upon pi or E0 upon pi by 2, where E0 is the peak value. Where E0 is what? Peak value, maximum value of alternating EMF. Means this one. This calculation 2 upon pi, it comes equal to 0.637. It comes equal to 0.637. Remember that the average value of alternating EMF, it comes equal to 0.637 times peak value of EMF. 0.637 times peak value of EMF. Similarly, we can write average value of alternating current. Average value of alternating current, it also comes equal to how much? It also comes equal to 0.637 times peak value of current. Peak value of current is I0. This is average value means what? Which is also called mean value. Especially it is defined for half cycle, not for complete cycle. If we find average value for complete cycle, it will come equal to 0. Now after this, we will see what is meant by root mean square value. Root mean square value of alternating EMF. Root mean square value. Root mean square value of alternating EMF or alternating current. root mean square value of alternating EMF or alternating current. Which is denoted by ERMS or IRMS. ERMS means root mean square value of alternating EMF. IRMS means root mean square value of alternating current. What is this root mean square value? It is also one type of average value of alternating EMF or alternating current. One type of average value. Mean means average. Generally, EMF or current in AC circuit is expressed in terms of root mean square value. Generally, EMF or current in AC circuit, it is expressed in terms of this value, means root mean square value. What is this root mean square value of alternating current or alternating EMF? If in AC circuit we connect our ordinary ammeter or ordinary voltmeter to measure current or EMF present in that circuit. The reading shown by the ammeter or voltmeter, you will get 0. Ordinary means DC. DC ammeter or DC voltmeter. The circuit is AC circuit. You are connecting DC ammeter to measure alternating current. You know that in alternating current, for certain time interval we get positive value. For next certain time interval we get negative value. DC ammeter, when collect all this current, it show average value of that current. And here average comes equal to 0. जेव्हा डीसी अमीटर आपण एसी सर्किटला जोडतो तेव्हा ते जो काही करंट फ्लो होऊन राहिला त्याचे ॲव्हरेज व्हॅल्यू दाखवतो. अर्थात इथं ॲव्हरेज व्हॅल्यू पूर्ण कंप्लीट सायकलची दाखवते. आणि कंप्लीट सायकलची ॲव्हरेज व्हॅल्यू ऑलरेडी आपण पाहिला की 0 येत असते. म्हणजेच म्हणायचा अर्थ की डीसी अमीटर किंवा डीसी व्होल्टमीटर तुमचं एसी करंट किंवा एसी EMF मोजू शकत नाही. मग हा प्रॉब्लेम कसा सॉल्व्ह करतात? असा अमीटर यूज करतात अल्टरनेटिंग करंट मोजण्यासाठी की ज्यामध्ये अशी एखादी प्रॉपर्टी यूज केलेली असते की ज्याच्यावर करंटच्या किंवा EMFच्या डायरेक्शनचा काही फरक पडणार नाही. करंट पॉझिटिव्ह असू द्या की निगेटिव्ह असू द्या, EMF पॉझिटिव्ह असू द्या की निगेटिव्ह असू द्या, काही फरक पडला नाही पाहिजे. अशीच प्रॉपर्टी तुम्हाला तिथं यूज करावं लागेल करंट मोजण्यासाठी किंवा EMF मोजण्यासाठी. कोणती प्रॉपर्टी यूज करता येते? जूल इफेक्ट. व्हॉट इज दिस जूल इफेक्ट? जेव्हा एखाद्या रेजिस्टन्स मधून आपण करंट पास करतो टी टाइम्ससाठी, तेव्हा हीट जनरेट होत असते. आणि ही हीट जनरेट झालेली असते H इक्वल टू I² इंटू R इंटू T. सी, देयर इज अ स्क्वेअर ऑफ करंट. हा करंट पॉझिटिव्ह राहू द्या की निगेटिव्ह राहू द्या, स्क्वेअर नेहमी प्लसच येणार. म्हणजे करंटच्या डायरेक्शनचा काही फरक पडते का हीट जनरेटरवर? नाही. मग ही प्रॉपर्टी यूज करण्यात येते एसी करंट मोजण्यासाठी. या प्रॉपर्टीच्या सहाय्याने आपल्याला आर एम एस व्हॅल्यू ऑफ ए सी करंट किंवा ए सी ई एम एफ डिफाईन करता येते. आर एम एस व्हॅल्यू ऑफ ए सी करंट और ए सी ई एम एफ. का असते आर एम एस व्हॅल्यू ऑफ ए सी करंट? एसी करंट घेतलाय मी, हॅव्हिंग पीक व्हॅल्यू I0, रेझिस्टन्स मधून सेंड करतोय टी टाइम साठी. एसी करंट घेतलाय मी, हॅव्हिंग पीक व्हॅल्यू I0, रेझिस्टन्स मधून सेंड करतोय मी टी टाइम साठी. जे काय हीट जनरेट झाली ते नोट डाऊन कर सांग. आणि आता त्याच रेझिस्टन्स मधून तेवढ्याच टाइमसाठी स्टेडी करंट पास करा, डीसी करंट पास करा. त्याच रेझिस्टन्स मधून तेवढ्याच टाइम इंटरवल साठी स्टेडी करंट पास करसाल किंवा डीसी करंट पास करसाल. इथं जे आपल्याला करंट रिक्वायर्ड आहे, स्टेडी करंट, डीसी करंट, टू गेट सेम अमाउंट ऑफ हीट जनरेटेड बाय अल्टरनेटिंग करंट, त्या व्हॅल्यूला, त्या स्टेडी करंटच्या व्हॅल्यूला, त्या डीसी करंटच्या व्हॅल्यूला अल्टरनेटिंग करंटची आरएमएस व्हॅल्यू म्हणतात. Which value is called RMS value of alternating current? The value of steady current, which when we pass through a resistance R for T time interval, in order to generate same amount of heat, which is generated by alternating current of peak value I0. This value of steady current is called RMS value of alternating current. We will see how much this RMS value comes, or relation between RMS value and peak value. To find RMS value or to find relation between RMS value and peak value, first find out average value of alternating current or EMF. Alternating EMF or alternating current. Average value of alternating EMF or alternating current. You can write here average square value. Don't write average value. Average square value. तुम्हाला इथं जे अल्टरनेटिंग EMF आहे किंवा अल्टरनेटिंग करंट आहे ते स्क्वेअर फॉर्म मध्ये घ्यायचं आहे आणि त्या स्क्वेअर व्हॅल्यूचे ॲव्हरेज काढायचे आहे. यू कॅन राईट दिस मीन स्क्वेअर व्हॅल्यू और ॲव्हरेज स्क्वेअर व्हॅल्यू of alternating EMF or alternating current. And then after finding this average square value or mean square value of alternating EMF and alternating current, alternating EMF or alternating current, then take square root. नंतर स्क्वेअर रूट घेऊन टाका, कारण आपण स्क्वेअरची ॲव्हरेज व्हॅल्यू काढली होती. जे काही स्क्वेअर रूट घेतल्यानंतर भेटल त्यालाच म्हणतात रूट मीन स्क्वेअर व्हॅल्यू. रूट मीन स्क्वेअर व्हॅल्यू ऑफ अल्टरनेटिंग EMF or root mean square value of alternating current. First I am finding here average square value of alternating EMF. You know how to find. Take integration 0 to 2 pi of E square d theta and divide this by 0 to 2 pi d theta. You know what is the equation for E? It is E0 sin omega t or sin theta. In the form of square, you get here E0 square sin square theta d theta upon this is theta limit 0 to 2 pi. Take E0 square out of integration. Solve this integration 0 to 2 pi sine square theta d theta. In upon you get here 2 pi minus 0. You know how to solve this integration? Using relation between cos 2 theta and sine square theta. We can write this sine square theta 1 minus cos 2 theta upon 2. Upon 2 pi. Upon 2 pi. Take half out of integration. Take half out of integration. Integration of 1 is theta. Integration of cos 2 theta is sine 2 theta upon 2. Limits are 0 to 2 pi upon 2 pi. Do upper limit minus lower limit. When we put upper limit here, we get 2 pi minus 0. Minus, when we put lower limit, we get 0 minus 0. Means this calculation comes only 2 pi. After doing upper limit minus lower limit, we get here this average square value of alternating EMF. How much? E0 square by 2 into 2 pi upon 2 pi. Cancel this 2 pi, 2 pi. You get E0 square by 2. This is the average value of alternating EMF. Average square value of alternating EMF. Now after that, take square root of both sides. Square root of both sides gives us root means square value of alternating EMF. And it comes equal to how much? E0 upon root 2. Taking square root of both sides. The square root of average square value of alternating EMF. Square root of average square value of alternating EMF is called root mean square value. Is called root mean square value. Denoted by ERMS. It comes E0 upon root 2. The calculation of 1 upon root 2 is 0.707. Therefore, you can write this ERMS 0.707 times E0 also. 0.707 times E0 also. This is RMS value of alternating EMF. In same manner, we can find RMS value of alternating current. It also comes equal to I0 upon root 2 or 0.707 times I0. This is root mean square value of alternating EMF and alternating current. Now after this, we will see what is meant by phasor and phasor diagram. What is phasor and phasor diagram? Phasor and phasor diagram. We have seen that two alternating quantities, one EMF and second current. Alternating EMF is given by this equation. Alternating current is given by this equation. In special case, when both are in phase, we can write I equal to I0 sine of omega t. In general, Consider phase difference alpha between them. Therefore, equation for alternating current comes I0 sine of omega t plus alpha. These two quantities are alternating. Means their value changes periodically with respect to time. For certain time interval, they show positive values. For next certain time intervals, they show negative values. These two alternating quantities, we can represent on coordinate system, x-axis, y-axis. These two alternating quantities we can represent on coordinate system, means on x-axis, y-axis, with the help of rotating vector. With the help of rotating vector. What is the meaning of rotating vector? Take one vector. Suppose we want to represent this alternating EMF in this figure on this coordinate system. Take one vector whose magnitude is equal to peak value. Whose magnitude is equal to peak value. And rotate it in anti-clockwise direction up to this angle omega t from this positive x direction. Rotate it through angle omega t in anti-clockwise direction from positive x direction. This vector that we get is called phasor. It is a rotating vector. Its magnitude is equal to peak value. Its magnitude is equal to peak value. As the time changes, this angle also changes. Therefore, position of this rotating vector also changes. At given instant, you get one unique vector. At given instant, you'll get unique vector, which is called phasor. Phasor is rotating vector, representing this alternating quantity. फेजर काय आहे? रोटेटिंग वेक्टर आहे जे दिलेले अल्टरनेटिंग क्वांटिटी रिप्रेझेंट करते. हे एक्झाम्पल आहे ज्याच्यात आपण अल्टरनेटिंग EMF शो केला आहे विथ द हेल्प ऑफ रोटेटिंग वेक्टर. काय घेतलं आपण? एक वेक्टर घेतला ज्याची मॅग्निट्यूड इक्वल टू पीक व्हॅल्यू आहे आणि त्याला रोटेट केलं आपण पॉझिटिव्ह एक्स डायरेक्शन पासून या अँगलमध्ये. जिथं कुठे येईल तो वेक्टर ते असणार फेजर. याच्या टर्मिनल पॉइंटवरून या फेजरच्या जर आपण प्रोजेक्शन ड्रॉ केलं या व्हर्टिकल ऍक्सिसवर तर आपल्याला त्या इन्स्टंटची त्या क्वांटिटीची व्हॅल्यू भेटल. मी इथं EMF रिप्रेझेंट केलं तर EMF दाखवा. समजा करंट रिप्रेझेंट केला असता तर करंट भेटला असतं टी टाइमच्या वेळेस. साइन फंक्शन असेल तर तुम्हाला हे प्रोजेक्शन नेहमी व्हर्टिकल ऍक्सिस वर घ्यावं लागते टू फाइंड इंस्टंटेनियस व्हॅल्यू ऑफ दॅट क्वांटिटी. आणि जर इथं कोसाइन फंक्शन असेल, ह्या अल्टरनेटिंग क्वांटिटीज कोसाइन मध्ये सुद्धा एक्सप्रेस होतात. जर इथं कोसाइन फंक्शन असेल तर मग मात्र इंस्टंटेनियस व्हॅल्यू काढण्यासाठी प्रोजेक्शन तुम्हाला कशावर टाकावं लागेल? या हॉरिझॉन्टल ऍक्सिसवर, एक्स ऍक्सिसवर. केव्हा? जर कोसाइन फंक्शन असेल तर. ही जी डायग्राम आपल्याला इथं भेटते यालाच म्हणायचं आहे फेजर डायग्राम. Next part I will explain in next video.